where will you be? No. Better yet, when you lay on your dying bed, and we all will you have regrets? Let me say that again. When you, as the being, as a human, by yourself, when you lay on your dying bed, will you have regrets? You guys and ladies, I'm making this because when I die, if I'm blessed enough to be able to lay down and know that the time is near and the doctors say, hey, he's got a few days left, I wanna lay back, lean back like this chair, and look at my wife, my beautiful children, and say I had no regrets. I'm saying that to say this to humanity right now. A lot of us on planet Earth, we settle for mediocre. We settle to be just normal. We settle to be just to get by. And I'm not talking about financial. I'm not just talking about spiritual. I'm talking about all around. I watch people say that the only thing that matters to them is making sure they can provide for their children. But then, if you think about it, if you really think about it, while you're doing all of that providing, going to work 24/7, and that's just your life. I love my life. I've got to provide. Did you ever think about spending time with their children? Now, when I say time, I don't mean the casual, that Saturday when you take your kids to the Chuck E. Cheese or the little fun event. I mean, did you walk in that room with your children? Do you know what their favorite shows are? Do you know why your child folds their arms like Pokio? Pato. Do you know what your son's music is that he's listening to? See, I can tell you where my son's female friends work at. I can tell you what shoes his friends wear. I even talk to his friends, and my son isn't a teenager. I can tell you what my daughter enjoys to do. She loves to find ways to, this is my middle daughter, find ways to make money. Daddy, I need to be able to create new ways of making money. So we sit in a room, we talk about different ideas for her to expand her awareness in business, entrepreneurship, right? I know that my little daughter, my youngest daughter, she wants to figure out how the world operates, and I'm right there beside her. And I know what my wife loves and what she dislikes. Listen, you guys, if I'm to lay on my deathbed and look at my wife, I'm going to look at my wife and say, do you remember all the times from the morning to the day we went to sleep that it was me and you 24/7? Yeah, me and my wife 24/7. I'm saying this because we as human beings came on this planet for a particular reason. I call it our personal legends. It's the thing that lays within inside of us that satisfies us. But we get so stuck in this matrix complex that's so much about, see, think about it. People buy clothes and look good and shine for people that they don't even like. But you won't even spend the time with the people that you so-called love. You guys, we talk about spiritual awakening. We talk about consciousness, being able to be more than just oneself. And the truth is, most humanity, we only live life for ourselves. I'm saying this right now because I'm seeing the split, the rift in reality happening. And it seems like those that were focused only on themselves are like they, like, excuse me, got me choking on my spit, man. It seems as if they are more focused on themselves more than ever. And then you have those that decided to detach from the matrix, to detach from the egoic mind. It seems to me like they're doing things like my friend Casey is expanding her awareness to now she's saying, hey, I want to teach breath work. And I'm like, yes. She's like, look how many people I can help. And I'm like, yes, me and my wife were saying, hey, how many people can we hire? Yeah, it's a recession and things are going tough, but how many can we hire? See, we've put the work in to detach away from the system because we know that we are not extraordinary. We know that we are extraordinary. And every life force, every being, I mean from the cockroach to the butterfly to the lion to the tiger and the bears, oh my, to the human beings, we were designed for a particular purpose in life. But instead we rather just get by. We rather look up into the space and see the vastness, the endlessness of space and say, well, no, I'm okay with just being right here. Gotta provide for those kids, gotta get by. Just gotta get by. And we came here to be extraordinary beings that when we pass away from this life to go to the next, you can literally lay back and be like, yep, I did my best. I went through certain things in my life, like gang stalking, and I could have kept that information to myself. I could have said, well, it's not happening to me. I mean, look out my window, you guys. I don't see anybody here. But instead I take the time out to give motivation to people because that's a part of what my personal legend was. I'm saying all that to say this, you guys. And ladies, I'm sorry, I keep leaving the ladies, I keep leaving the females out. God's beautiful women on this planet and the handsome gentlemen. If you could take 5 minutes right now, click off the video, go into your room, and get in front of a mirror. I dare you to do this. I double dog dare you to do this. And look in that mirror and say to yourself, ask yourself this question. Am I truly living my designed purpose? Is this what I came here on this planet to be alive in 2020? Is this what I came here for? And don't not look in your eyes and try to look down at the toothpaste tube or the Carmex that you might slap on your lips. Just look in that mirror, look in your eyes with no one around, with no rap music or country music or rock and roll music or classical music, with nothing to distort your truth. And ask yourself, is this what I came on this planet to do? And if the answer is yes, then you should be looking in that mirror with the biggest smile on your face. And if it's not the truth, and if that's not your experience, then just stop now. The only thing that's stopping you is fear of the unknown. Like they say, you can't accomplish your personal legend in fear. See, what the Matrix has done to us so far, and I'm not gonna say us because I'm not gonna attribute that to my reality any longer. It made us sit back and say, well, this is all the world's gonna give me. Maybe if I wasn't black, maybe if I wasn't white, maybe if I wasn't a Democrat or Republican, it's not my fault, it's the church's fault. It's not my fault, it's the president that's in there, it's his fault. The problem is it's not a woman president. That's why I can't live my best life. You guys, I come from humble beginnings. And I refuse. It's one thing that I know about myself. I refuse to lay on that bed knowing I did not give it 110%. They asked me, I was reading a book and it said, what is the definition of success? And when I first heard it, I was like, success is how much money you have. No, there's people that have tons of money that are not happy. That's why they do drugs and look for, extracurricular things to indulge themselves. It's because that's not what they came here for. It's not the love of money is not it. See, if a homeless man is walking and he says, today I'm tired of sleeping on the ground. Today I'm going to find a nice park bench. And I'm going to take these couple of newspapers and I'm going to sleep well on that park bench. I'm not going to stop today until I find that park bench. If at the end of the day, around 10:30 at night, 11, whatever time it takes for him to find it, he finds that park bench, that homeless man is more successful than 98% of the human population. You know why? Because he had a plan. He placed his mind towards something. He said, and I'm not going to give up until I find it. There was a bunch of cool spots up under the shade tree he could have found, but he said, no, I'm not settling for the shade tree. I want the park bench today, baby, and I'm not going to stop until I get that park bench. That's a success. I guarantee you that man or woman slept well that night. So when I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at my surroundings and I'm looking at everyone who's doing the same stuff that they've been doing since they've been 16 and 17 years old. And I know you think it's fun, but have you ever thought about this? You have to down a bottle of alcohol before you go out, right? Smoke some weed, pop some pills. You know why? It's because you have to distort your reality. You know how I know? It's because I've been the king of that world. I probably, you know how they do the walk of fame where they put the hands down and thing? I probably put my hands down and got the big star in a circle around the star of the three-dimensional reality. I went through every door. And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing there. That world is actually, it's dying. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? I've been working this job for 20 years and I'm not satisfied after 20 years of this job. You know what? Screw it. Universe, God, creator, source, I'm in your hands. Guide my way. And when you jump off into the water, you'll realize that you're not going to sink. You're actually going to walk on that water. You guys, right now, I'm feeling empowered. This is the Lionsgate portal, and I'm feeling like a roaring lion. And I know that you have that ability to do it too. Like they say, I'm living my best life. If I go upstairs right now, I got to go take I had an order for a good old Sonic's milkshake, you know? That daughter in there that loves to explore the world says, Daddy, I think I want a milkshake. And you know what? At 10:52 on a Sunday, I said, why not? You know why? Because they care for me and I care for them. And instead of me doing the things that I rather do, where are the girls at? Where's the alcohol? Where's the new club at? You know, I'd rather say, you know what? I'm going to ride with the ones that's going to take care of me when I'm old. See, I'm not going to worry about, oh God, I wish I would have spent more time with my daughters and my sons. I wish I would have treated my wife better and not been out here cheating with the fellers. Who's going to take care of me now? I'm 93. I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good. You're going to take you to the nursing home, Mr. Michael? Oh, no, you will not. Let me call one of my daughters. In fact, I'll just call my son. Mari. Yeah, Pops, what's going on, boy? You know your daddy done got old. You need to take care of you? Yeah, well, I'm going to send a limousine to pick you up, Pops. Come on, I got a spot for you. You know why? Because I put the work in with my son. He know I was dead firm with him from the beginning to the end. My children know. My wife knows. She say, boy, you talk a lot, Trey. And boy, you come up with some ideas and 99% of the times they work. And I love you for it. And I love you for being there for me. Me and my wife, man, we create together. Everything that we do, listen, you guys, I'm telling you, it's the funnest thing in the world. I know you think it's only fun to make babies with your wife and the woman make the babies. That's a lie. They have so much to offer. That's my best friend in the world. Listen, I just wanted to open up to everyone today. Some of the arguments me and my wife have, do you know what they were about? The last argument, I'm gonna tell everybody. Now, to me, it was serious. I was serious. I got angry. The last argument me and my wife had was, I got mad because my wife didn't want to go ride the bikes with me. I said, you don't want to ride the e-bikes with me? She said, no, baby, just go by yourself. And I felt so abandoned. So I got angry and I had an argument. We're not spending enough time together. She said, Trey, we spend time from the morning to the night. If you don't take your butt outside and ride them bikes by yourself. And after I got done riding my bike, so I came back and I walked in the house and we just looked at each other and laughed and said, my God, baby. I remember times that we were arguing over, who's that girl, who's that guy? What time did you get back in last night? Now it's like we arguing because I want to spend more time. I'm like, yeah, you're my best friend in the world. Hey, listen, man, I'm saying this to say, I know it might look boring on the other side. You know, I know it might seem like the crowd or as I call them, the sheep. It looks like it's so good for the sheep. But you guys, the sheep are depressed. The crowd, the multitudes, that's the reason they have to go out. I gotta go out, I have to get out. It's because they're not happy with themselves. I find joy with myself. I find joy with my tribe. I find joy with those that love me. And it seems like the more that I love myself is the more that I love them. And the more that I love them, they love themselves and we love it back. And then the universe says, baby, baby, I got what you need. You have found the secrets to success. You have a plan now, Trey. Your plan is to be loved and to love and to be kind and to be joy and to be peace. And when you do that, all of those things that the world works for, you know, trying to provide for the kids, that just comes instantaneously. That's just natural. Money, get out of here. You start no money. Trey, we got more. Okay, well, anybody needs some money? Here you go. I don't study that world. Listen, I just gotta say this, and it was the funniest thing. I had a conversation with someone, and you know, and I've been there before, so it's no judgment. I've been there. And the person was like, yeah, I make such and such, and I got $10,000 in my account. And I was like, wow, great. And when I looked at him, I said to myself, Trey, this used to be you. And I realized something, that all those things that people saying that they're running for, I gotta work hard. I gotta work hard to provide. No, if you work hard on yourself, if you work hard being your best self, all those things that you're talking about, that's like the creator's job. It's not your job. It's not your job to feed yourself. Can I prove it to you? See, if the creator chooses right now for the sun just to move back a centimeter, there won't be any life on this planet for you to eat anything. The trees will die off. The plants won't produce harvest. If you eat animals, which I wish you don't because they're living beings, but if you eat animals, they're not going to be there to graze on the grass to feed you. So no. I know the human race believes that they're so powerful. You had nothing to do with feeding yourself. That's God's job. Your job is to be a steward of your sheep, which are your kids, your family, your wife, the ones that you swore the oath to, and to be a great steward of what God gave you, which is a human body, which is the human experience, and to live your best life so that when you lean back on that dime bed, Trey, you have 24 hours to live. Appreciate that, Doc. Talk to you in a minute. Trey, you about to go? I sure am. Got 24 hours. Look, why is he smiling? Because I have no regrets. The power has been with you all along. I'm going to say that one more time. The power has been with you all